Hello students, today we are going to start the next chapter in chemistry for class 8, that is carbon. So you might have heard that carbon is an element with the symbol C, atomic number 6 and the mass number 12. And you know that the electronic configuration of carbon is 2, 4. Now this carbon is a very important element and it forms many compounds with other elements. It is also a very important part of the organic matter. So, where does this carbon generally occur? It is, as I told, a very important part in all the living and the non-living things. And most of the organic compounds, that is the living matter, the compounds which come from the living matter like plants and animals, consist of carbon. It is also present in the sun and the other stars and in the atmosphere as well. You know that carbon is present in the form of carbon dioxide, and there are many forms of oxides. Carbon is found in the form of different oxides like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and so on. So you can see in this diagram that there are two different forms of carbon. One is coal and the other one is diamond. So if we talk about carbon, you know that it is available in different forms. It is the property of an element to exist in two or more different forms in the same physical state. Like all of these are the solid state, but they are all in different forms. So these are nothing but the allotropes of carbon. So the property is known as allotropy or allotropism, which is a property of an element to exist in two or more different forms, but in the same physical state. Carbon, it is having different allotropic forms, which we will be seeing here. So why does allotropy happen? This happens because of the arrangement of atoms within an element. It varies. The element has different arrangement of atoms within it, and so the allotropy happens. And allotropy happens in the elements only, not in the compounds. So when we talk about the allotropic forms of carbon, there are two main categories we can say, that is crystalline and amorphous. So when we are talking about the crystalline form, you will see that they are in the form of good crystals, means their form is very nicely arranged. The symmetrical pattern is there. The arrangement of the atoms are in a symmetrical pattern and that is in a repeated form. So it forms a crystal. Particular shape is there. But when we talk about amorphous form, there is no regular arrangement of the atoms and thus the solid is known as a amorphous form of the carbon. So here you can see again diamond and some graphite, which are again the crystalline form of the carbon. So we'll be dealing into more detail of this form, that is the crystalline forms of carbon. Now when we talk about crystalline form, there are different uh, forms again in crystalline. You can see there are three main types, which is the diamond, the graphite and the fullerene. And the arrangement of carbon atoms is symmetrical, that is why they are the crystalline form. When we talk about the diamond in detail, you can say that it is the purest form of carbon, and it is also a very well known allotrope. You might have definitely heard about diamond jewelry and use of diamond in various industries. It is one of the hardest naturally occurring substance. It is having a particular shine and it is also having a crystalline structure. It is a crystal. And you can say that naturally also diamond is found around deep inside the earth. Under high pressure and heat, diamond is formed, and mostly it is in the shafts of the extinct volcanoes. Because of the high pressure and temperature, the carbon turns into diamond. Also synthetically it is produced, means it is produced in the laboratory again by compressing carbon under extreme high temperatures and pressure, and then you can synthesize synthetic diamonds. If you talk about the properties of diamond, we can say that the diamond is a colorless, transparent and extremely hard crystal, and it is naturally very hard. It is a poor conductor of electricity and it does not generally react with any chemical reagents, including very strong acids and bases. And when we talk about the hardness, we can say that in diamond, all the four valence electrons are used up in forming the four covalent bonds with the other carbon atoms, and there is no electrons to carry electricity, so therefore it is a poor conductor of electricity, we can say. Density of carbon is 3.5 gram per cubic centimeter, and also it is having a very high reflective index, that is, it has a sparkle. You can see diamond rings, they have a particular spark. So where we can find the diamond? Mostly in the jewelry around you. You can find the diamond. You can find the diamond even in the industries. There is black diamond particularly, which is used for cutting, drilling and grinding tools in the semiconductor industry. Also, diamond knives, they are used as surgical tools to remove the cataract from the eye. So let us just understand the diamond structure. That each diamond structure is made up of carbon, and each carbon atom is joined to other four carbon atoms by covalent bonds. You have read about covalent bonds in your previous classes. The diamond crystal is a regular tetrahedron, and in that, one carbon atom at each of its four corners is connected to another carbon which is lying at the center. So there are one in the center and four attached to it, and each carbon at the corner is further attached to three more carbon atoms and so on. And as a result, what is happening? It is forming a crystal which appears to be closely packed with a three-dimensional 3D structure, something like this. And it is because of this particular structure or this particular arrangement of carbon atoms, we can say that the diamond is extremely stable and very hard to break. That is why we say that diamond is the hardest naturally occurring substance. With this, I am sure that you have understood what is allotropic forms. Today we have just discussed one part of the crystalline form of allotropic form of the carbon, that is diamond. If you have liked the video and if you know any more uses of diamond, please comment in the comments box. Thank you for watching.